usually that's a sign for the streamer to see, alright, I've been streaming for an hour, I'll click the button to do pre-rolls. That way, if the viewers sit through 5 minutes of ads, then you get an hour free from ads altogether. So, for all your streams and everything like that, that should be good. At least for me, when it comes to for how I usually am doing only 2 hours of streams, that's a good midpoint for me overall. But I need to get better on that side, because I'm not the best. And it also doesn't help if I'm like, if 1 hour on my stream time rolls into mid-game. Because I can't really do much there, you know? Chunky bots for the small intermediate ones, when I'm doing art, it's easy. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Alright. Let's think about things here. Hotshot without a doubt for Atlas's lab. I am, of course, going to stick to Rasmus as it's Atlas's, and if we have a Atlas on our side too, I'm still going to respect Vicious, but that allows me to be a lot more enabled for my stupid game plan. I was about to say no Dubu, no Rune, depending on, but they shadowed it first. But I should put my bans out, because I was bitten in the back, by my own back, with just like being like, yeah, I'll just let my teammates ban whoever they want, instead of just put my own bans on my offline recording session, so I need to get better on that side. Got in fast 2 times in plat and lower rough. I mean, I'm mid-diamond, so I'm in that perfect range of getting both the higher end and lower end of the spectrum, I feel, right now. That's just how it goes. But have you been doing well, Chief? I haven't gotten to talk to you in a little bit, D3. But yeah, we'll just see how things go. We did get Crimson into the server, if you've been seeing him comment on the YouTube videos, and I want to get everybody talking more, because Crimson was talking about cosplay in the server too, and I want to be able to talk to people more about interest and everything. I want to just chill with my boys, and especially since I'm not streaming as much, self-admittedly, so I can balance my work life, then I want to be able to, connect with everybody more. Okay, so first and foremost, full Seeds machine on their end, full Hotshot on our end, so comes down to their long-standing creations and times versus our immediate impact and CDR that we can get out of things here. Ooh, bad. Try to stun Mako on that end. Couldn't get the feed necessarily, but I did steal an orb. If we can Burst Watch Aimee then, that would be great. Not Burst Watch, Health Watch Aimee. Great! Oh! Okay, well, good idea. We did kill Aimee, Estelle and I, but the slow sentry drone got it. Alright, fine enough. Unless it spawns down below and Estelle's willing to commit a shot, I feel like it's going to be really hard to win first touch scenarios more often than not. And to that end, I really need to push the agenda when it comes to when it comes to what's his face, being able to get advantages going. Dude, I know I'm ping-ponging, but I have an advantage. I want to grind this advantage here. Great by me. Perfect pulls. And it goes back up. Great stuff. So I just said there. When it comes to first touch, that would be a toss-up. If we can keep it on their side, then I just need to pull somebody in with Death Touch and immediately say, now has to commit one way or another. Ooh, bad commit by me. Ooh, really good save otherwise. That's a stagger out. That is annoying, to say the least. I should have committed there. Maybe I could have had something going for us. Didn't get anything. I want to grind this down, that way Estelle gets to it, because she has burst as well. So I want to force a burst scenario. Perfect. She's linking up with me intrinsically right there. Yeah, I think it was, there was a Omega Strikers content creator, the one that does, man, I love Omega Strikers content or whatever. I think their name is Chocobo Yao, I remember. The main thing that I'm saying out of this is, I remember seeing them making a compilation. Oh, shit. Dude, if I didn't waste my strike, I would have had it there. Steal priority, goes down to Estelle, great work. Great stuff. Alright, well, that's just how it goes. But yeah, Chocobo Yao, I think, is their name. I remember seeing myself pop up in one of the compilations, so I was just offhandedly watching it. And it was me pulling a Chazan into the Atlas Gravity Well core. And then him just getting bursted from 2/3 of his HP to just not existing anymore. And I remember, what's his face? Okay, hold on. What do I want here? Prize Fighter gets me a lot of immediate damage here. I could be getting kills, but I think I want to go for size just because it's absolute for me. I can size scale a little bit more, and I want to be able to play towards control games since we are hotshot as more than prize fighter or heavy impact, even though I can read on it. Mostly because I think we're controlling it way better, not just counting the kills. But going back to that, I just remember the comments saying like that was I was like, Rasmus is nasty, and he's just playing every map like it's Amy Zap, and it just made me laugh so much, dude. And it's like, to be fair, that's exactly why I play Rasmus here in Atlas's lab, because people disrespect this map. People disrespect this map out of Rasmus's repertoire, because, you know, it's not Amy Zap, so Rasmus shouldn't be as much of a problem. But no, I am very much so a problem on this map, and people have to respect me. Good stuff there, team. Priority steal, pendulum swing, gets into our control, and then I have even more cooldowns for when hotshot comes around. Yeah, I could have had a stat of, what's his face? I could have had a stat of prize fighter and push that agenda, but once again, with now being here, I don't necessarily want to push that as a win condition I have to work towards constantly. It would be nice to have, but it's not something I need to have when we're already controlling it well enough. I was about to say, try to send it low and away for us. Obviously, it didn't work. Instead, strike timing was bad. Eat the creation hit, that way we have a clear lane. And I need to get the unstoppable proc out of Amy right then and there as soon as possible. She whiffed her burst, that's huge! If I can pull Amy and kill her, that's great. Very, very bad hits from me. How did I not hit Mako? The heck? Alright, just kill Mako. Get the kill guarantee. Pendulum swing it down. Don't be afraid to eat the hits, because we can just get it to Estelle. Simple enough. Alright, good. Just simple, clean game so far. Hey there, Crimson. Yeah, I mean, you finally are in the server, and you're finally here. But yeah, this is my usual streaming time. 8 p.m. Central Time is usually when I'm going out. Now, granted, this is a week when I'm streaming a lot less than usual, but it's whatever. Just keep stagger watching on Mato for now. I was saving my pendulum swing until I could find a time to interrupt a drum and bass attempt out of her. Right then and there. Really good save now. Yeah, now. Mato now. Dude, their names are so similar that I get them so damn confused. Good holding. I have to kill her now. I can't believe I didn't kill her. Kill her now, pun not intended. Killing Mako. That really should have been a cleaner play when the core's at the bottom right, but I'm kind of distracting myself a little bit just on how much fun I'm having. That, and also if I didn't screw up my initial pull on Mako when the pendulum swing was up top, then maybe I could have had something going. Nice tries there. Don't necessarily have a play yet, but I'm trying to control it out and away. Bad control for me, but try to hit perfect pitch. Try to cover for where perfect pitch is. War wins. Let's pull Mako in, and if I got the hits there, I definitely could have killed her. I was about to say, careful. Really nice angling. That's going the... That's going to Mako. I rubber banded there, but I didn't have a way to actually stop that goal because I had no abilities left. So, maybe I should have played back a little bit farther in the line, especially since our goal was open. But if I actually got the Whiplash kill on Mako, this would be a completely different story. Let's say I need to cover the very corner for what it's worth right now. And I tried finding an angle cut right there. Instead, just take a few hits and just keep the corner tight. No reason to do much else but just win my strike wars. Calmly, confidently win the strike wars, cover up top, and try to disrupt for what I can here.
I've got your back.
I need to eat the hits. Since I have Vicious, I'm the one with the onus to take the hits and absorb pressure from Firewall Sentries, from the from the Sentry Drones and everything like that, because my teammates need me to keep the lane open. Good stuff, Estelle, good stuff. Because Atlas doesn't want to waste his cooldown since he's goalie. Estelle needs to be landing her hits on the core constantly, so as with rapid fire and hotshot. So as long as I can keep her angles open and ready to just go wherever, that's all it takes. There's a brevity of really, really good traits here. Stinger, Adrenaline Rush, Bulk Up in that order, I think, is probably what I'm looking at here, considering how many kills I already have been getting. I think Stinger would just be way better just for the constant damage, considering how, you know, I wasn't able to finish my food the last few times, whereas I could definitely grind a lot more stagger and say, you can't take any stagger city traits from Reptile and Bulk Up being offered. But I do think we scale pretty well, because Atlas got both orb traits. Hold on. Just trying to keep my mouth shut for 2 seconds here. Great hit by me! It's just a little bit of a contested situation, so I was just trying to find my angle in because it didn't pass down to me at all. Great, Death Touch to find my angle, found it clear, and then, well, you saw it just fed to me there. So just simple twin play. But Atlas scales pretty well with his orb traits. Estelle can hold the core for even longer now, just thanks to her having just face Quick Strike and all. So I just need to do my job of contesting the enemy when it comes directly to. Clear it downwards, make it hard for the enemy to want to pass anywhere out. Nice stuff, Estelle. As long as I can keep holding it nice and steady for Estelle to get into here, and as long as I don't die too, considering how Adrenaline Rush is a viable option on the table. Really, really good reaction time on your burst potential right there, but it just didn't pan out, of course, as we saw. Can get Pendulum Swing. I don't want to die to a Mato Bursting, so I was just trying to play my lane right there. Whiplash recast didn't work. She bursted finally. Didn't get a cut I wanted. Well, goes back down to Estelle. Another hit. Not yet. Nice burst. Stop my lane clearance. But it's my game! Not yet, not yet, not yet. Hold on. If I get the orb, I get burst. Just waiting for my opportunity. Or if I even need to waste. Nah, I don't need to waste. Can save it for next time. There you go. So, not too sold on Reptile as an Awakening. It's good if you have control, but if you don't, that's basically a dead Awakening. You just have to steal the other stagger traits. So here's where Reptile Remedy is weird. Because you have to remember, like, because with Stagger Swagger, which I'd say is arguably the best survival trait out of the game, Reptile Remedy is basically like what people can consider to be the Band-Aid fits enough to, alright, this trait's out of the game, so trying to get it back in here. The thing is Reptile Remedy, haha, sucker, get out of here, is made for, like, is not made for bruisers, in my opinion, but it's made for, okay, let me rephrase this. When it comes to Omega Strikers, I feel like there's, you could say, 3 main types of how you want to put yourself in position of Speed Strikers, Bruisers, or Brawlers. Speed Strikers, Kai, Era, you just have your speed storage, you want to control the core and get it away from the enemies. Your Brawlers, Etz, Asher to an extent, if she is going Pummelers or so, for instance, Kazan, want to be able to just push you out, control space, and Stagger, of course, Stagger pressure is, of course, going to be there, but if they can make you respect their space, then they get to work their magic through their hard forces. And then Bruisers are the nice mitts in between, so that would be me, for example, as Rasmus or so. Or you can even put Juliet up there, because she can brawl bad, but she's way better at force. I guess she goes more into the brawler category. When it comes to Reptile, I feel the biggest downfall to it is people have to remember that it's any time that you strike the core. So it gears itself more towards a way for Speed Strikers, in my opinion, more than Brawlers, maybe besides Etz, to be able to keep themselves in the game. Because as opposed to, like, some Brawlers, so like Aimee or Vice, who can easily pressure you from a screen spaced away without having to commit their body, if you're playing Kai, or rather, I think the best one is Octavia. Octavia, or Era, actually, too, out of the Speed Strikers, you have to commit your body. you have to put yourself right where the core is constantly, and you have to be on top of it and say, you have to deal with me. Otherwise, it's always a 50-50. Asher also falls into that category too, as a speed striker when she goes switchies. So, anytime you're striking the core, that's 350 stagger. Most abilities are doing about 250 plus the scaling of your striker, not counting any other awakenings. Because when it comes to 350 stagger is what you get based off of it. Then 5% of your overall stagger afterwards. So, your inherent rate can take one more ability. When it comes to what ability strikers hit for, you can already see 237 for instance, Juliet, 250, 181. Okay, wait, no, yeah, 250 for the burst, but 181, 200, 7 damage a bunch of times. Okay, point taken there. 213, 250, 225. So 1, it's already a stagger trait, so that exists there. But 2, the fact is, it's not like you'll never not have control. The main interaction in any of Mega Strikers match is to strike the core back and forth. So getting to strike it twice already refunds you basically 1 hit. 1 hit to survive on. 1 extra hit to be able to tank an ability or so. So it helps a speed striker like Octavia, like Era, to be able to even just dribble it for 2 seconds and say, alright, I dribbled it for 2 seconds, I have my stagger already back for 2 abilities, while you wasted your kit and have to wait 15 seconds for your next full rotation to pressure me out. It allows you to prevent yourself from getting staggered to begin with, is really the allure in the Awakening. And I think people are still trying to filter and foot and try to find their groove with it. It's a lot harder to adjust to, in my opinion, rather than Stagger Swagger, which just prots automatically, for instance. But I do think that's really the meat and bones of how this Awakening should really be working. Now, also real quick, while we're doing this, I just want to be able to reconnect my VTube studio, considering how Wi-Fi died on me, so I'm trying to connect via USB. Makes a lot more sense. I haven't done as much Octavia this patch, so I'm not really the full benefit then. Let me see the value now when looking at the raw numbers. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, because I'll put this out here. What's one gear piece that a lot of people keep disrespecting? Vicious. Restore stagger equal to 40% of the damage you've done, reduced to 8% on the core. That's any damage that you do ever, compared to siphoning, when people see hit steal bonus damage equal to 5% of the enemy's max stagger, and heals yourself 150% of that amount. This is dot over time, but people think they can read siphoning all the time instead of taking Vicious. Vicious is just straight lifesteal on everything, whereas siphoning, you have to hit the enemies. It doesn't get you anything off of the core, and it's scaled off of their stagger. It's a great Bowie/Brawler trait to say, even if you're taking Stagger City traits, I can still deny you a way to get into the game, but otherwise, like, if you're playing on Atlas's WAP, or like when Demon Dice is in rotation, you have to respect Vicious, because otherwise, that is not you surviving. I'd take siphoning on poke characters like Finny, like Vice, like Aimee, who can get away with it, but if I'm playing Etz, or if I'm playing Kazan or so, I'll respect Vicious more often than not, because if you want to be able to make pressure, you have to survive the pressure of the enemy team first and foremost. Same thing goes for, Same thing goes for Reptile Remedy. If my game plan as Asher is to go in with Switch Kits as a forward, dribble the ball, press my ult, and force a corner situation, I have to be